Better talk about it. Better talk about it. Have a thumbnail. Better talk about this shit. Do-do-do. Finna open up the panel, give y'all some time to get in here if y'all gonna show up. Paste this shit in here. Goddamn. Shit, finna get ready to talk about this tank shit, Yoda. Paste. I don't use StreamYard like everybody. I be using my Twitch and my YouTube. Pinning that shit at the top. Figuring that shit out. But shit, I'm gonna go to my Twitter and shit right quick. This shit for Tank, and I'm going ahead going live about it now, cause you know Tank post shit and delete it. Somebody said Tank had 2 fight lined up next year, and the boss Florida ain't mentioned anything about it. That cause the love was gone when I knocked out Roller. Crazy thing, I was other than my mom's house the other night. I think you're trying to say he was over at mama's house the other night, and she told him how Leonard was telling people how Roller was gonna knock him out, and his uncle that started him and Bassa overheard him. Go look at the fight and watch his mama. And they leave me to ask the shit like, are we getting this Ryan Garcia fight and Hector Luis Garcia fight because he finally left Florida alone and he finally became his own boss and started working with Showtime straight up? They really make me think. He ain't fuck with them no more. Can't be. He can't be. Is this the shit that Tank been wanting to do and Florida ain't been letting him do it? Or I don't know, man, cause you know sometimes Tank be capping, sometimes he don't be. But if y'all feel like y'all want to cook on it, come up here and talk about it, y'all come up here. But I'm gonna keep going on about it. Hold on. What? Fuck that. It really made me wonder will Florida hold the Tank back for real? As far like competition wise, whether like did Tank didn't want it or he just he trusted Florida and the guy in his career, but they weren't really lining them up for the betterment of his legacy and his future. Cause they were thinking about the easiest fight they can make so they could salvage all the money for themselves more so than Tank's career itself. You know what I mean? Because if this fight got made this quick and Ryan been calling this man out for years, that mean 9 times out of 10, it was Floyd and them holding it up and not Tank. And everybody trying to make it seem like Tank don't want to fight nobody, this and that. But from what it looked like, that ain't true at all. Niggas just be lying, be trying to run around with narratives that they see on ESPN and hear other people say and talk about. Because if we being honest, if he really didn't want no smoke with Ryan, bro, I highly doubt that the money that he was gonna make changed anymore from now between now and goddamn 4 years ago. So it feel like shit, the money team will holding Tank up, and now that he free and working with Showtime, we're gonna start getting all the fights that we want to get. And another thing about this whole Ryan and Tank shit, I'm so sick of hearing about Tank gonna destroy this man like this shit ain't no 50-50 fight when it really fucking is. They be acting like Ryan got hella flaws and just Tank just fucking unbeatable. Like he just a nigga with the Infinity Stones or some shit, and he not. He a great fighter, got high IQ, quick hands, quick on his feet, but he got low output and he's small as shit. And sometimes size can make a difference. Man, I ain't saying that that's the reason why he gonna lose or whatever, but you got to take that shit into accountability, bro. Like I don't watch that Barrios fight over and over again. And yeah, he knocked him out, but it took him some time to like get in his range and start to get his shit off. And he was like back and forth. It was way closer than what people thought it was gonna be when he moved up to 40 to begin with. And that's the only person he don't fought that's the same size as Ryan Garcia. So I'm not saying that Tank gonna lose or he gonna get destroyed or no shit like that, but this gonna be a good ass fight. And for people that think Hector Luis Garcia is gonna be a better fight or a tighter fight, you're a fucking lie. It's not. It's not a better fight at all whatsoever, bro. Tank gonna run through that nigga, bro. He's tailor made for him. I'm telling you right now. If Hector Luis Garcia is jumping up with that shit that he was doing to Colbert and the last dude he beat, he gonna get his ass slipped with a hook. I'm telling you, because he like to jump in a lot and leave his face wide the fuck open. Now, the difference between him and Ryan is he's more technical than Ryan, but he's not as physically gifted. He's not as fast and not as strong, but he's an all-around, like, fundamentally better boxer. But at the same time, people be acting like, yeah, dude. People really be acting like Ryan just one of these people that just... People legit be acting like Ryan one of these people that just came straight off of YouTube, bro. My son want to be a part of the show too, y'all. But people be acting like Ryan just came straight off of YouTube or something, bro. Like he don't want Golden Gloves, decorated background. It ain't the same thing. It's like somebody find Logan Paul, bro. And I ain't saying the people in my fam doing it, but it's a lot of people on the net that's treating it like that, and it's really not. Because if Ryan was fighting anybody else, y'all would be giving Devin and Shakur the most credit for fighting this man. So let's not take away from Ryan Garcia. So when Tank do beat him, if he beat him, he get the same credit that everybody else would have got for beating him. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure we keep that in the context, because some people that don't really keep up, they hear like, oh, he ain't got no shot. They're going to try to treat it like Tank fought another bum, and he didn't. And to be honest, I don't think Tank be fighting bums. He fight people that actually want to get in the ring and actually fight him, bro. Shit, salute to everybody in the chat. But shit, you can't really control that shit, bro. Like, you can't really control who want to get in the ring or who don't, bro. Stop. You know what you doing. Every time I take it off mute, you talk. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying what I'm stating is a fact or an opinion. It is an opinion. I'm not saying what I'm saying is a fact or whatever, but my job is to ask the questions of what happens if shit go wrong. What happens? Anybody want to tell me what happened when shit start to go wrong now? Cause sometimes you get into a fight, bro, and the shit ain't gonna go the way that you want it to go, man. And that's just what it is, bro. Sometimes shit just ain't gonna go right. The person that you think just gonna take over and control and dictate the fight, it don't always go like that. Kaiser, you know what you doing. You trying to take over, huh? Sometimes you guys just sit back and ask what's gonna happen if it don't go right. But I ain't gonna lie, all this shit came out the blue though, because I could have sworn he was gonna fight Gary Russell once they said the fight was in DC. I'm like, damn, I know Tank ain't finna go in DC and fight one of the Russell brothers. This shit'd be too tough. You go to DC and beat this nigga up, bro, that shit crazy. But I don't know, man. That's all I got about Tank. But shit, we keep talking on this motherfucker. Y'all comment and we just have dialogue or conversation. Ain't no right or wrong answer. We just stating out opinions of what's going on in boxing right now and what's coming up in the next new year. Cause I feel like it's gonna be a lot of good fights in that first quarter of the year. And y'all really think, goddamn, y'all really think Tank gonna roll through round like that? Like, do y'all really, really believe that shit? Now, I believe Tank gonna win, and ain't nothing changed my mind on that. But to make it seem like this shit gonna be over with in 3 to 4 rounds is fucking crazy. It's just crazy, and you can tell when people speaking with a little bit of hate in their heart instead of using their mind. Now, some people just feel like he gonna lose and don't say how bad it's gonna be or how it's gonna go. But shit, some people act like they ain't never seen a Ryan Garcia fight in their life, bro. Like everybody got positives and negatives that can work against anybody, bro. Ain't nobody untouchable. It ain't nobody unbeatable. There's a lot of unknowns that's going into that shit too. We don't really just know. Well, and another damn thing, I'm sick of hearing about Jaime Munguia ass too. Fuck him. Until you start fighting good people, fuck him and fuck Golden Boy because they ain't making no good fights, bro. Like you got this man fighting a bunch of fucking nobodies tonight. Another nobody we don't know with a car full of fucking nobodies, bro. Like y'all don't never learn y'all lesson over there at Golden Boy about building up these fighters, padding their records, fighting nobodies, and once they have a dramatic jump in competition, they lose every time, bro. Y'all don't never realize that y'all setting these fighters up for failure, stunting their growth, and it ain't all on Golden Boy neither. Because at some point, at some point, you gotta get it right, bro. Hold on, let me see. I don't even know how to do this shit on Restream. How to make it full screen. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure that shit out. I don't think it's going no bigger than it. I know I got this chat over here. Hold on, turn the chat over there. It right now. Let me know if it right now. I about to say shit. But yeah, with Jaime Munguia, it's the same thing that happened with Zurdo Ramirez, bro. Like they trying to build him up to be Floyd. And I really feel like Oscar got a fucking problem, bro. Oscar really obsessed with Floyd Mayweather, bro. If y'all ain't never noticed, ever since he lost to Floyd Mayweather in his career, he's always made it where like he tried to put people up against Floyd Mayweather when Floyd was still fighting, and they'll lose. He'd be so fucking sick. He tried it with every single Golden Boy fighter he ever had, bro. Then once both of them retire, he don't never want to let his fighters fight a Floyd fighter until Ryan had the nuts enough to say, if you don't make this fight with Tank Davis, it's fuck Golden Boy. But at the same time, I feel like if this fight got made, Tank really ain't fucking with Floyd no more, and people was already saying that, but we ain't really know, because sometimes he be lying, or sometimes he'll say some shit and then delete it off the internet. Like by the time we get off this live, and by tomorrow, that tweet probably gonna be gone. But if this fight got made because he left Floyd, that just lets you know everything you need to know about that, because damn near everybody that signed with Floyd fucking failed except for Tank, bro. Tank the only one that failed. All they care about is making in-house fights where they can keep all the damn money. They don't give a damn about making good fights, big fights and shit like that. And what else I got to talk about? Stanionis petition to fight Virgil Ortiz. For y'all that don't know, Virgil Ortiz is another Golden Boy fighter that's very protected. He don't fight nobody. It's pretty much like a practice. It's like a paid practice for his fighters, bro. This nigga been number one in sanctioned fighters for like the last 2 to 3 years, and done turned down title shot after title shot after contender spot, bro. And like my thing is, are you scared? Like, what are you here for? Like, what are you doing? Because 300 got Garcia over Tank. And the more he talk about it and the more I look at it, I'm starting to lean that way, but I ain't gonna make my official prediction probably till around like March, maybe till around like March or April. I do want Ryan to take a tune up in between though, so I can see something. Cause his first fight with his new trainer Joe Goosen, and he looked different, looked better, and you could tell that he trying to work on his flaws. But we got to get out of the business of shaming people for taking losses, and maybe these people will start taking more dangerous fights more often, because a lot of times these fighters don't take these dangerous fights because they be scared that the media gonna kill them. They ain't gonna be able to get no more big fights, and the fans are gonna turn their back on them. It's like everybody got the Floyd syndrome, when pretty much outside of a handful of fighters, everybody that ever fought in the game of boxing got an L, man. You gotta think about that shit though. Everybody in the game of boxing got an L. So like all you gotta do, what some of Oscar De La Hoya fighters, bro, is go to box ring, right? And just look at the people that they been fighting, bro. Like they ain't been fighting nobody, bro. I'm gonna go to box ring and show y'all some of these people box ring that's under Oscar De La Hoya. And I don't mean no disrespect to the fighters that's gonna be on this list, but it is what it is. I gotta show y'all so y'all can understand what I'm saying. If y'all already keep up with boxing, y'all ain't really gotta see this shit to know. But some people do. Cause some people, when you say this shit to the casual fans, they don't know. Cause they don't watch boxing enough to know. You know what I mean? They wouldn't know. They think Virgil Ortiz just some fucking killer out here. And he a good fighter, but a killer he ain't, bro. Like you can go all the way, all through his fights, bro. 1, 2, 3. For the first 3 fights, this nigga was losing records. He got 3 losses. He got 5 losses. He got a losing record. He had a good record right there. He only went 2 rounds in the 6th. Him 13-3. Already got 3 losses. When you find somebody with 3 losses, it's kind of like, okay, this ain't the top of the top. It's a lot of undefeated fighters in boxing, but you ain't find them all. Then when you look at these names, it's like, okay, who the hell are these people, bro? Who are these people? And he's stopping all of them. But what are the competition that he really fight? These niggas be having like 4 to 5 to 8 fucking losses before he beat him. It's probably one of the best wins that he had because the dude only had 1 loss. And this one went 6 instead of him sparking niggas in less than 5. See, that's 1-1 against another person that got a good record, but ain't really fought nobody. Samuel Vargas, and I don't really know. I can't even speak on it, but he already got 5 L's. Can't really speak on it. And he got 2 draws. Yeah, Maurice Hooker ain't the same, bro. Maurice Hooker done fell off, bro. And I don't know what the hell he got going on. And he trained by Bomac too. He need another damn trainer, man. Bomac got to be one of the most useless world level trainers I've ever heard of or seen in my fucking life, bro. He got to be. Like, bro, the shit that he be saying in the corner blow my fucking mind. And Michael McKenzie is the best fighter that he's fought to this day. But Michael McKenzie ain't got no damn power, man. Michael McKenzie got like what, 2 knockouts? Let's go see. No, 1. He got 2. Yeah, he got 2 knockouts, bro. He went into that fight 22-0 with only 2 fucking knockouts. That means that boy got power to fish, bro. KJ, I believe so, bro, because for what he's saying, it make it seem like they made him fight Rolling to make an in-house fight so they can keep all the money instead of fighting the fight that he really wanted to fight, because Tank ain't want to fight him because he knew it was pointless and they really wouldn't do nothing but for his career but make a meme out of this shit for real. Like it don't do nothing. Like Tank trying to fight people like Ryan and Devin and Shakur, like the big name fighters, and Floyd and them trying to make in-house fights that can make them the most money so they can go ahead and get the most of their cut so they ain't gotta share that shit with nobody. And that shit selfish for real, cause like that shit with Floyd always pissed me off and annoyed me, bro. Like you a 5 division world champion. You got all these great fights on your resume. But when it comes to your fighter, somebody that you supposed to be like mentoring and putting under your tutelage and showing him the ropes in the game, it's like you ain't trying to get this man no type of legacy fights. And this man 27, 28 years old, bro. That shit ain't right. Think about it, bro. Like if he keep going with Floyd like he been doing, bro. Like if you keep going Floyd like he been doing, bro, he gonna fuck around and look up at his career. And he ain't gonna have nothing on there but a whole bunch of old guys and no real like legacy fights, bro. Like think about it. The man is a 3 division world champion and don't nobody give a damn. Because people could if I'm not mistaken, if he ain't with Floyd, he gotta have like an exclusive deal with Showtime or something with Steven Espinoza. And they'll make him one of the few people that actually got a network deal and not a promotional deal. it only been a handful of people that actually really just done that and been successful with it. I know if I'm not mistaken, he got one. EJ got Alice as an advisor. Boots got an exclusive deal with Showtime, which means they only fight on Showtime. It ain't no middleman. It's just Boots and Showtime. Man, Floyd ain't start saying money over legacy until he already had the fucking legacy, bro. Think about it, bro. When he was coming up and he was signed with Top Rank of Bob Arum, he wasn't talking about no damn money over legacy. He was chasing them belts and talking about nigga was ducking them and all that shit. Like the same shit that nigga was doing back then, he was doing the same thing. And the only difference was his promoter got him the majority of the fights that he wanted. It wasn't until he became a big star after he fought like De La Hoya and them and started making all that crazy money. They started saying money over legacy and the belts don't matter and all the other shit. Of course, the belts don't matter if you already done had them. Like, that shit like a walking contradiction, bro. Like you saying the belts and shit don't matter, but the whole storyline of your career is the big fights you had, the championships you don't won, the people that you don't beat for these championships, etc. So for you to say that shit don't matter is fucking crazy, bro. Like, what kind of sense did that shit make? Belts and legacy don't matter now because you already done got it, so you don't really give a fuck who else get it and who don't. Like really. Floyd really in one of them situations where it's like this. It's the same thing with basketball, bro. Most people that was like great, like really great fighters normally don't end up being great coaches or promoters or owners or no shit like that. Because like most of the time they expect each other, like they expect the fighters that they coaching to be like them, and that ain't gonna be the case. I'm gonna look at the rankings for lightweight to see where they got Ryan Garcia. See, damn Ryan, that got me asking something though. If Ryan the number one contender in the WBA and they find at a catch weight, can they still fight for regular belt? Somebody answer that for me in the comments so I can know. Cause I ain't even know I ain't even know they had him rated this high. Cause he rated number one in the WBA, but he only 11 in the IBF, and they don't even got him ranked in the WBC and the WBO. I want to do that guy who ranked at 140, or he ain't been fighting at 140 long enough. Let's see if anybody got him ranked at 140. Nah, but it really just like a little chill video where I'm just talking about shit for real. Like a lot of good fights going on for next year. And who y'all think EJ gonna have to fight? Y'all think it's gonna be Keith or y'all think it's gonna be somebody else? Cause right now EJ, Keith Thurman, Ugas, Boots, them four welterweights ain't got to fight right now, and we don't really know what the hell going on with them or when they gonna fight or who they gonna fight. There's been a lot of mandatories getting passed down. We got Benavidez, Plant, got Canelo taking the tune up, talking about after the tune up that he gonna fight they gonna fight Bivol again, but I think he just bluffing because he don't want people to feel like he's scared or whatever. Which I don't even see that shit happening again. Oh shit. It ain't even changed the screen. It keep going back to the other thing. Hold on. Pretty much finna hold on, I'm finna do something. Yeah, do I still want to share this screen? Fuck it. I know what I'm finna do. I don't know if I'm gonna get copyrighted for this, but I'm finna show y'all some shit. And I'll go to YouTube right quick. We're finna get into a whole lot of different shit. I'm trying to find the most recent one. It was like a little 2-minute video when he was in the gym. But Eric kind of explained what I've been talking about. Yeah, I guess this shit don't go that far back. Fuck. Damn, I can't find it. But basically, in that interview, he was talking about how it basically got mandated, how the fight basically got mandated coming from the fact that Canelo ain't paid his sanction fee, some shit he was saying. I'ma find it, man. But I got David Benavidez beating Plant and stopping Canelo. That's just my opinion. I feel like he stops Canelo. Relatively easy too. It's not gonna be hard. I promise you, it's not gonna be hard. Especially at this stage of his career, it won't be hard at all. I promise you. I can't find that shit. Fuck that. I just quit sharing my screen. I feel like he stops him relatively easily, and the longer it takes, the worse it's gonna be on Canelo. Canelo's just gonna end up not fighting the man, and we're gonna know what we already been knowing about this man to begin with. That he's scared and he don't want no real competition, man. Cause watch, as soon as he beat Caleb Plant, he gonna swear to God that he don't fight Mexicans, and that shit is fucking annoying, bro. Like that shit real annoying. Where you say you don't fight Mexicans, when your resume is full of damn Mexicans, bro. That shit bother me, bro. And these casual fans that don't know shit about boxing eat that shit up because he's the mainstream superstar, and y'all just gonna eat up everything that this motherfucker say, bro. When that shit really is a fucking lie, bro. If you don't want to get beat by another Mexican and lose your damn status as the top Mexican, just it. But don't say you don't fight Mexicans because you represent fucking Mexico, bro. Cause that ain't the fucking truth. It's not. You can lie to everybody else, but for the people that pay attention, you can't lie to us. We know. I promise you, we know. Cause ain't no way, bro. I'm trying to find the exact interview right there. I think it's this one right here. If I'm not
what do you guys
mistaken.
think?
You know, with David, that was a big deal for both of us.
Respects the fighters fighting, but he's never been a world champion. I feel like talking all that shit, and then he doesn't end up fighting nobody. No disrespect to the fighters fighting, but he's never been a world champion. They can say whatever they want.
Let me know if y'all can hear that.
Fighting David Lemieux, but David Lemieux's still a big puncher, and he's been world champion. So, we could have made a lot of fights happen. I feel like there's a lot of things going on. And people don't want to make these fights happen, and the ones that are suffering at the end are the fans. Because we're not giving the fans what they want to see.
I saw you and Caleb Plant were. Actually, I don't know if you went back and forth, but you posted. Yeah, he responded.
I've been trying to
Shout out to ES News.
What happened there,
let me start from the beginning, I heard Bubu wanted to fight David, so you know what, I called his dad with a lot of respect, and I say, hey, sir, this is Jose Benavidez Sr., the manager of David Benavidez. I heard your son wants to fight David. I just want to make sure that that's the fight you guys want to
do this shit sound clear on y'all side?
And he, respectfully, he said, yes, let me talk to my son, and I haven't heard from him, but I talked to Eddie Hearns also. And I told him, let's try to make this fight.
This shit sound fun on mine.
And he said that he didn't have a problem fighting in Showtime. So, that's a fight made. I haven't heard anything. Caleb Plant started talking shit, so I got,
Oh. That's what that is.
We sat down with his manager and his team,
just for the people that don't really be
And it looks
seeing or
like, yeah,
knowing
we're
what's
gonna
going
talk, we're
on
gonna
for
see
real, man.
we were negotiating that we offer that fight, and he declined. So, I mean, you can't make it's an easy fight to make, you know. We're in the same company. If he wants to fight, we want to fight. You know, it could be a good fight, a pay-per-view fight, you know.
But the thing I say about
For
that
people that
too
don't
is,
be
though,
seeing this shit.
I don't think
It's an open
the
panel if
WBC
anybody
would
want
have
to come up, by the
problem,
way.
you know, making that fight. If Caleb Plant wanted to fight me, you know, the WBC, you know, they make the best fights possible. So if they could have made the fight mandatory, me versus Caleb Plant versus the WBC with the interim title. I mean, I don't think anybody would have had a problem with that. But then he goes and talks all that shit, but then he ends up fighting. He's about to fight Anthony Jarrell. You know what I mean? So,
What do you think about that fight, by the way?
it's a good fight. It's a good fight. I mean, I think Anthony Jarrell good experience. You know, I think it's going to be more of a technical fight. I don't think there's going to be a knockout. Well, I mean, it's not an easy fight for Caleb Plant. I mean, I've been in there with Anthony Jarrell, so I feel like.
And Durrell had a tremendous knockout. That bolo punch, you never see those in fights.
I feel like Anthony Jarrell can honestly beat Caleb Plant, so we'll see where that goes.
I saw that the plan is quote unquote the plan. Like you beat Lemieux, he beats Durrell, and then the winners fight each other. But you never know in boxing. But
Yeah, I mean, but we'll see. I mean, first things first. I've always said I always take it by one fight at a time. You know, my mindset is on David Lemieux. He's still a dangerous fighter. He's not too old. I thought he was older than what he is. I think he's like 32 years old. So
he's just been around forever.
yeah, and he's I'm sure he's really motivated for this fight. You know, it's another world title. You know, we're both very motivated. We're both going for everything. So I'm gonna put my heart into this training camp, and then I'm expecting to have a good victory and beat a 3-time world title.
What y'all think about that Anthony Yarde fight today? Y'all catch that one? Since I can't find what I'm looking for, we just talk about something else. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that Anthony Yarde fight. Y'all think he ready for better BF, or you think that tune-up was a waste of time? If y'all watch that shit, let me know what y'all think. I think it was alright, but like that fight ain't gonna get him ready for nobody like better BF at all, bro. Shout out to Poe. My boy Poe be posting hella content about the undisputed boxing game and boxing in general. You know what the hell he talking about. He support way more than a lot of people give him credit for. Shout out to him. But I don't think that fight did nothing for him though. Like, I feel like that fight just was like a waste of time. That shit like a free check, bro. I didn't have it on the right damn microphone. But I don't know. It just feel like that fight just a free check, bro. Like that fight ain't finna do nothing for that man. That fight ain't gonna do nothing for that man. 1 second. Yeah, I'm back. Fucked around and unplugged my shit on accident. But look at these comments. Yeah, the comments ain't popping up. Saying that I'm still alive. But shit, okay. I agree though, but shit, it's too late to get that top 20 opponent now. And I don't think he gonna get one. Yeah, it's me. I don't think he's gonna get the top 20 opponent, and I think Better Be gonna stop him. But it's gonna be closer to what people think too though. Because to be honest, we all know Arthur Better Be and Dimitri Bivol on the collision course to fight each other anyway. That's the fight that we really want to see. Don't nobody really care to see Arthur Better Be Anthony Yard and Bivol. Like we rather see Bivol and Better Be. That's the fight that we want to see. We want to see them collide for the undisputed championship at light heavyweight. And correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's happened at 175 before. I'm tripping. It happened at 75 before. But yeah, I don't think that fight really did nothing for him besides give him a free payday. And then y'all find that really too much do nothing for him. Shit. What else I want to get into? To all my people out there that play video games. Still itching for another beta from the undisputed boxing game. Still need that. Still itching for another beta from the undisputed boxing game. We need that, and we need that bad. We need it real bad. Now, for all the people that's fight night lovers, unfortunately, this will not be a part 2. And realism in a video game only isn't fun when you don't know shit about boxing. That's the only problem. If you want to keep playing arcade shit, buy your Xbox pass and keep playing Fight Night and give us hardcore boxing fans something that we actually want to fucking play, bro. Cause at this point, y'all done had the arcade game for the last 10, 11 years. It ain't about what y'all ass want no more. Like, we want what we want now. And they trying to give that shit to us, and I ain't finna let y'all motherfuckers ruin it. And sometimes it's just sometimes, I know the game needs goddamn work or whatever. Cause shit, it ain't that full release. But a lot of the time the game don't look good because a lot of y'all don't know how to fucking play. You feel me? And to be fair, that was everybody the first time playing it, unless you one of the people that got invited out to play it beforehand. But you gotta expect that everything ain't gonna go right the first time you play it, bro. Like when I played it, I ain't struggled, but I lost a couple trying to figure out the mechanics, and that's fine, and that's gonna happen. And it ain't like the shit count anyway. The beta is the whole purpose of it was to test the servers and get you your first hands-on experience with the game, so you can see how it's gonna be. So you adjust to it, and after you play it, you can be like, okay, the next time I play it, I probably need to do it like this and do it like that. But people be like, oh, the punches don't land where they're supposed to land. That's because it ain't no tracking on the dumbass. It ain't gonna do that. You gotta be in position to land these punches, so they not gonna land. It's just what it is. Like in boxing, if you all the way to the left side, if you all the way on the outside of the jab hand on this man and you throw it straight, the motherfucker ain't just gonna twitch yourself to the nigga face every time you throw the punch, bro. It don't work like that. And I don't get why people act like it do work like that when it don't. Like I really question some people boxing knowledge when I hear them talk about the game and how the punch is supposed to look, and that punch don't look real, and that punch don't look like this, and that punch don't look like that. Yeah, some punches need work, but some of the punches that y'all be talking about, y'all let's be tripping, bro. Like somebody could play the video or the person throwing that punch in real life, and y'all still swear up and down that the person, the professional world champion boxer, world level boxer that went in there and scanned their own punches, don't know how to punch like themselves. That's crazy to me. Like, how you gonna tell me that the person that the actual fighter that scanned their own damn punches don't know how to punch like themselves, bro? Like, I don't understand it. I really don't. And for people to be so crip, yep, you're right about that. For they're educated by fight night, and that is an issue. Like, I'll put it like this. I watched Floyd fights growing up like everybody else did, and like Roy Jones fights. But I didn't start watching boxing for like myself to actually study boxing. Maybe like 2 years ago, going on 3. It's around like 2020. That's when I started watching boxing. If I can gain enough knowledge about boxing within that short period of time and understand certain things and certain nuances that every basic boxing fan is supposed to know about, you call yourself a fanatic. There's no excuse for somebody that claim they've been watching boxing their whole life and apparently don't know jack shit about boxing. I don't get it, bro. Like you claim you know everything about boxing and all this other shit, but you can't even explain to me how you create angles, how you cut the ring off, how you negate pressure, how you start a southpaw jab and all this other shit. One thing about my streams though, we're gonna always talk about more than one thing. That's just how it's gonna be. But like I just don't get it, bro. I really don't understand it. Like when I played the beta, I ain't gonna lie to you, like outside of like maybe Fight Night Round 3 in 2004, it's probably the best boxing game that I've ever played in my life, considering that it's only in beta. Now, in order for it to be the best boxing game ever made, we gotta see how it turned out at full release. You know what I mean? Because it can look like this now, and it can all go downhill by the time the full release come out. Yeah, you could tell. But I could do both. I can do both though. It is what it is. I can do both. Just trying to make sure he don't destroy everything in the process while I'm doing this video. Boy, done tore down my damn green screen, y'all. And he think it's a damn little. He think it's a little peekaboo blanket. But I'll figure that other shit out in a minute. I just let him have it, play with it, whatever. He'll be alright. But shit, that only thing I don't be understanding. Like this stuff, like the stuff with the boxing video games and with boxing in general, when it comes to knowledge of it, all that shit tie in together with each other. Like you can't understand one and not understand the other fully. So how else can you call yourself a true boxing gamer? And how can you call yourself a true boxing fan if you don't even watch the sport for real? Like how that shit work? Like how does that work? How do you expect that to be like a true thing? Because I don't know, man. I done seen people campaign for another game with bad animations at full release and a lot of patches that came out, and the shit just not getting right. And the game been out for damn near 2 years, but y'all giving so much hell to a beta. I'm not saying don't criticize it because you can and you supposed to. It is what it is. You're supposed to give it a critique so they can fix it. But y'all criticizing it like the game is already at full release and it's not. Like I have my criticisms, but I pull back on some of my criticisms because I'm waiting to see what it's gonna be like at full release or early access. As long as they making the necessary adjustment that I feel like they should be making, I'm cool. Because everything ain't gonna be perfect at the beta, because if it was, they'd be ready to release that motherfucker already if the gameplay was already on point and tip top shit like it was supposed to be. But some people be having unrealistic expectations for this game, considering that it's their first game, they got a small studio, and shit, COVID happened. They gotta have time to get these people in there to get scanned and mocap. And they be like, well, they ain't got this fighter, they ain't got that fighter, bro. They indie company, bro. They not gonna be able to get everybody. They already got more fighters on their roster than every other game to ever live. So what's the issue now? Y'all ain't press the other companies about getting these fighters when they were making games. So why y'all got to press this company to get them when they ain't even got half the budget? They probably ain't even got half the budget that these AAA companies be having. And but this the shit that y'all be wanting for these people, bro. Like y'all be so unrealistic. Like y'all acting like to put it like this. Y'all act like if you can't jump through the damn screen and spoil your damn character, that the game gonna be a damn failure. And to be honest, even if you play like UFC or Fight Night or whatever, and you don't give a damn about Undisputed, you should still want the game to succeed and be a success. But they don't do shit but put pressure on UFC and EA or whatever to make a better game, make a Fight Night that's better than every other Fight Night they ever made. Like all they do is bring competition and bring pressure for the other people to put out a great product. It ain't nothing but a win-win for everybody at the end of the day. If this game succeed, you're gonna get better game. You're gonna get better combat sports games for every genre because they ain't got no choice. Because they're gonna be in competition with each other about who gonna play what game. Just like how it used to be back then, where you have more than one basketball game and more than one football game, and every year they had to turn up and make a good game because they know if they make a bad game, all these people gonna run over there and play this other game. Just like in boxing. If you ain't working on your shit, somebody gonna spark your ass. It's the same thing, man. Like you can't. That's why. And I ain't the only person that say that. My boy Dude be saying the same thing. I don't too much care for fighters that act like the small shit is an afterthought. Like the details is an afterthought. Like defense. Now some people got just enough defense, and some people ain't got no defense. But if you don't pay attention to like the small details and all you care about offense, I don't too much fuck with you like that because you're gonna get destroyed, bro. Then you're gonna act like somebody did you wrong when you lose because they been pumping your head up, guiding you wrong, and you got a whole bunch of yes men in your corner telling you that you this and you that, but you really not that, bro. You really ain't. They're telling you this. They're telling you that you the shit because they can geek your head up and run the pockets up, and when they're done with you, they're gonna toss you to the side. And I feel like that's the same shit that they did with Anthony Joshua, and they're gonna continue to damn do it because that boy, that boy really ain't just. He might be that over there in the UK, but that boy ain't really like that over here. To be honest, nobody too much care about an Anthony Joshua fight over here, and they know good damn well that he was gonna lose to Usyk. They knew that shit. They knew he was gonna lose to Usyk the first and the second time. And that's why I feel like they're not gonna put him in the ring. They're not gonna put him in the ring with Tyson Fury. They're not gonna put him in the ring with Deontay Wilder. They're not gonna put him in there in the ring with nobody that can beat him unless they're gonna be able to cash out from that shit. And that's how that shit goes. They're gonna use you up, and when they're done with you, they're gonna send your ass off to the wolves and get your ass embarrassed and throw your ass away. That's how they do. That's exactly that's how they do all the little fighters that they got over there. They don't know how to promote American fighters, let alone black fighters, period, over there with Eddie Hearn them, no way. And I ain't been hateful and I ain't been spiteful. It's just what it is. It's just what I observe. Ain't nobody got to tell me that shit. I can see it for myself. That's why, I don't know, man. That's why I say the boxing game and the boxing video game thing, it's pretty much the same thing, the same level of ignorance when it comes to both things, bro. Like some people get it and some people just refuse to get it. Because people that like true fans of the sport of boxing, they love this game. They can see the potential in it. They can say that it need work, but not all the way kill it because they know these people trying and it ain't all the way out yet. You know, only thing I don't like is we got some top ranked guys and we got Hell of the Zone and Sky Sports and BT Sports guys. But somebody gotta let me know why we can't get no PBC Showtime and PBC Showtime and Fox guys on the roster, man. I think Wilder the only one we got. Only marquee name that's on the Fox side to begin with. Like I'm trying to understand, like we getting hella like the zone and overseas fighters and stuff like that. But I don't see too many PBC guys over there. Like the people that's signed to Al Heyman, I don't see too many of those. I don't see too many of those in the game for real. Even though it's a lot of people in the game, it's just PBC like Al Heyman and Showtime PBC. They got a lot of fighters. They got a lot of fighters that people gonna wonder why they ain't in the game. And I understand if you can't. I understand if you can't get them. Yeah, Porter was PBC, but the thing about Porter is he was on the tail end of his career and pretty much halfway retired by the time he like got scanned in the game and by the time he got scanned in the game, he was already retired. He probably like agreed in principle while he was still like active fighter, but in principle, he was already retired by the time he got his body scanned into the game. But he count two though. It's just like people, like certain people that we gonna really that like people really gonna really want to see in the game, like De La Hoya, the Charlo twins, Benavidez, Errol Spence, Boots, Tank Davis. It's a lot of people that the casual fans of video games and boxing gonna wonder like, damn, why they ain't got them? You know. And I'm gonna play it regardless because it's a lot of options in the game, but I'm of the belief, and I'm probably gonna do a whole nother lie tomorrow about the game by itself, but I'm of the belief if they do like the whole Fortnite type of model scheme that I've heard about before in the past, well, Hold on. That PBC fighter, they were acting greedy and devious. I can believe that. I can believe that. They're going to the whole point though. I'm finna get into. I know they were trying. I just wonder why they don't want to fuck with it for real. But the thing with that is, I feel like they go about a little Fortnite model and they just do updates and add fighters as they go. Once they see the success of the game, these people gonna want to be in it. Yeah, Warframe, something like that. As they once they see how successful this game is, they gonna want to be in this game. So if we don't by hook or by crook, I feel like we gonna get them sooner rather than later. It's just gonna take a little time for them to see that okay, the fans really care about this shit. They really just got to see how lucrative it is and see that the fans really care about whether they're in a video game or not. And I don't even get the point of being greedy about being in a video game because all it can do is boost you. That's all it can do, bro. I want Lennox Lewis in the game bad. I want Lennox Lewis in the game real bad, bro. I watched my first Lennox Lewis fight probably like a couple weeks ago. Keep in mind, don't kill me for just not seeing him because I was born in '98. By the time I was old enough, I'm pretty much missed this whole career, and I really just started watching boxing seriously a couple years ago. So I'm slowly like catching up with all the major names there. I've seen a lot of people. I've seen Lennox, Riddick Bowe, Holyfield, Tyson, Morris, Atlanta, Hagler, Hearns, Duran, Pernell Whitaker, James Toney. James Toney, one of my favorites too. I wanna can we get James Toney in the game though? I wonder has anybody asked him yet? James Toney, we got Rajon. I need Antonio Tarver too. I feel like we got one person. If they had like a trilogy with that person or a big rival with that person, we need both of these people in the game so we can relive history and memories through the video game. And it's a lot of things that you can do with that. Oh yeah, Shannon Briggs was a monster too. I caught a couple of his fights before too. It's just the more the better. But I understand it's only like a certain amount of people that can put in the game right now. Then they'll be able to do more later on. Because once more people start buying the game, the funding to get bigger. People will want to be in the game. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be easier to get the people that we want once you start having a little success. Cause they ain't got no previous title to just bank off of and use as like they reference or they credit or they collateral or whatever. Like they can't be like we made this other game and this why this game gonna be good. You know what I mean? So they got to build themselves first, man. Shit, Tarvin and James Toney want to be in the game. I wonder what the hold up is. Come on with it. I love to see James Toney with their field shell in this type of game and this type of movements and shit they used to have. I would love to see that shit. I'll probably use James Toney every day. Like, bro, you know how bad I be beating Canelo with James Toney in that game, bro? I'm telling you, I'm gonna shoulder roll his ass to death. I'm telling you. I'm gonna shoulder roll his ass to death and be beating the shit out of him. Shoulder rolling just like Floyd did. And James Toney got more power. I'm telling boy, Whitaker. I'm telling you, Pernell Whitaker, but I will Lord forgive. I will make somebody rage quit so bad. I'll make somebody break their PC in the smithereens if I had Pernell Whitaker in the game. I'm telling you. Cause I'm gonna frustrate the shit out you. Cause I got that running gun style anyway. I like fighting on the outside and making you miss. And once I make you miss to get you a little tired, I'm boom, hit your ass with speed and fire your ass up. I'll make somebody break their fucking game. I'm telling you, when this shit come out, I'm gonna be so invested in this game, bro. Like, bro, I have a fucking problem, bro. Like, nigga, I have dreams about me beating people up in this game online, bro. Like, this is serious. Like, bro, this shit really serious, bro. I be having dreams that I done whoop somebody in the game, bro. Like, this shit don't make no sense. damn near every day. I just like I be at work in the truck for about an hour, just thinking about when the beta coming out or the early access, how much time I'm gonna play this motherfucker, and how I'm gonna create time to play it. Like real. If I don't be the best in the world at this shit, I'm trying to be top 10 at least. I'm trying to be top 10. Yeah, if I can be top 10 out of the thousands of people that's gonna be playing this game, that's gonna say some shit. Man, I hope you can tell the difference between a slower boxer, normal boxer, and a real fast boxer. And I just don't. Another thing I don't like how it takes so long to fire that power punch though. Like it don't take that damn long. Like every time you throw a power punch, you could pretty much read it. It's like telegraphing your punch when you throw a power punch for real. Like you can see that shit coming. And I don't like the block either. Like I like the 6 axis, but maybe it's just like a little bug that was going on in the game. But when I was playing it on my end, when I tried to like high block it, it felt like it wouldn't come past my nose, and I couldn't do like the block on the right side, the left side, come straight up in the middle and block the face and shit like that. I couldn't really do that until I held the L1, the L2 button or whatever. Until I held like the L1 or L2 button. Hold on, y'all. What I was saying. Yeah, I just don't how that block go. How that shit go for you, Poe? Cause I ain't too much fuck with it like that. Cause I had to press like the L2. I had to press like the L2 button and hold it. I had to press like the L1 or the L2 button and I had to press like the L1 and the L2 and lean over just to like get it to do like the whole 6 axis shit like it be showing in the video. That's how I had to do it. So I had to pretty much rely on my footwork when I played it, to be honest, because all the other shit ain't work. To be honest, like I feel like I got my guard up because I'm pressing the button, but the whole time I'm getting tagged. Like I'm in there get my ass pop. Get shit. Yeah, that's how that one goes. I was in that bitch getting my ass bop for real, cause this shit wasn't working, bro. I gotta feel my little West College shit, but yeah, that shit won't work. Now I don't. Oh yeah, another thing that I don't like. I don't like the fact that I gotta press the. Hold on, what my little controller at? Hold on, so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Like, hold on. When you get the controller, it's my little PC controller, and when you block, you gotta press it in like that, just to do the 6 axis, or you gotta press it in like that and move it just to do the dash. I don't like that. That shit doing too much. Thumbs be hurt like a motherfucker at the end of the fight, bro. Like what? Like why I gotta do all this shit for? Just to do that. That shit doing too much. Now that's the one thing for fight night that they should have took. For fighting that round 3 and 2004, when you hold the block button, I should have to press down on it to do the whole 6 axis shit. I should be able to just move it up, the block straight up, and you got down up right, up left, the block right and left, and the same thing when you go down for the body. It should be the same way. Yeah, yeah, we gotta have the high guards. But to be honest, I gotta see. Yeah, we need the Philly shell, the high guard, the peekaboo, traditional. Like need the feeling, the high guard, the peekaboo. They need like the regular block, like the winky right, the winky right high guard. Like it ain't It ain't no real way to tell how I put it. It ain't no real way to tell how that shit being implemented. Like what's the proper block and what ain't. Because they already said that it's gonna be multiple versions of the block in the game, right? Like gonna be multiple versions of the Philly shell and all that in game. So I wonder how they really gonna implement that shit. And oh yeah, let me ask you about something else, Poe. What you think about the directional blocking? 'Cause it was some on there that I noticed that it was something else in there that I ended up noticing that about the punches. It seemed like when I used the analog stick, I could make the punches wrap around more than using the actual like buttons itself. I don't know if I'm just tripping, but it felt like that to me though. It felt like when I used the analog stick, I was able to wrap it around. To be honest, I liked it, but yeah, it need fine tuning. And I need a damn tutorial. Like they need to have like when the early access come out, they need to have some type of tutorial put in the game where we can go through everything that you could possibly do in game so the game could be played the way that it was intended to be played. Because some people ain't gonna know all the stuff that you got implemented in the game that you can and can't do. And a way to show you how to use all these different type of punches and kind of like a 2KU type of thing where you can see, oh, this how you do it off the back foot. This how you side step with it. This how you got down wrap the hook around the guard like that. You know what I mean? So I feel like need to be some type of tutorial for that. That's how I feel. But I think it need to be some type of tutorial about it, showing the people how to play it, how to use it, how to do it. So when people start getting their ass whooped, it look like somebody doing some futuristic shit, can't nobody be like, oh, ain't nobody ever tell me that. Oh yeah, no, I had to look at it. I ain't gonna lie, I looked at it, but like I ain't really remember most of it. I just started playing it off of instinct. I just had to remember how to like do the dodges and slips and how to block and shit. That's it, real. Yeah, about how about how I did it right there though. Like as I figured that out, I was straight. I got a fight. I got one of my fights scheduled to post tomorrow morning. It was one of the fights I had that ended up being a damn draw. Even though I feel like I won it, motherfucker though. They said it was a majority draw. One judge had me winning and the other two had it a draw. Sometimes that judge would be weird too though. Like I ain't mad at it though, cause you don't really how I be in real life, you don't really know, but shit. The judges threw me off sometimes. Sometimes they were giving me rounds where I felt like I lost the round. And sometimes they were giving the fight of rounds that I felt like I won. Like I don't know. It's really hard to tell what they're looking at, but that's a love hate thing anyway. Like it's good that you got 40 plus different judges rotate in and out so people can't figure out what the middle is on how to win. Because I done had fights where like my opponent threw way more punches than I did. I landed the cleaner and more effective punches. I landed the cleaner, more effective punches or whatnot, and I said end up winning. Yeah, I don't hate the judging. It's kind of like if y'all gonna have 40 different type of judges, don't put the judges in there that's gonna rob somebody, man. That's all I'm saying. Like they ain't got to be looking at the same criteria as far like scoring the fight, but certain shit should be like unanimous. But at the same time, that's what make it realistic. To be honest, having different judges with different opinions and different like AI tendencies or whatever, as far as what they do as far as the judging, that's what make the game unique. That's exactly what make the game unique. But if it's new people that's coming in at the beginning of the screen, I was talking about I had showed the little screenshot about Tank said something about Leonard Ellerby um going around telling everybody that Roller was gonna knock him out, and his mama told him, and he said, if we don't believe it, look at his mama during the fight or whatever. And that lead me to suggest that not Ryan, but Tank is probably no longer with Floyd and them, and probably signed an exclusive deal with Showtime, or pretty much being his own boss, and that's probably why the Ryan Garcia fight finally got signed, because he ain't got the middleman no more with Floyd and Leonard trying to dictate and control who he can and cannot fight, which is a positive, and which is something that I wasn't really thinking about. But when it happened, I'm like, when I seen the post, I was like, damn. Once you say that, it kind of makes sense on why the fight got signed. If he left Floyd and them alone and went straight through Showtime, and now the fight got signed. My bad, y'all. My son turned it off again. Shit, ain't nobody here. I'm gonna get off. I already been here for an hour. Well, that was a good unexpected stream. Shout out to everybody that came through. Floss the Sports TV. I'll be back soon. Got a video dropping in the morning. I'm out.